Hi, welcome back to Makeup Virtuoso. Today I'm going to be doing a warm Gingersnap Smokey eye with a lot of warm brown amber colors, and I'm going to take you through step by step. Okay, so first step, we're going to get a nice color on the eye, just a nice palette of a warm neutral color that's going to go all over the whole eyelid. So again, this is just going to be a nice base for the whole eyelid. And this prepares the skin for extra color, smoother application, and this will also help keep the shadows on longer without creasing. So we got that. Next thing is, I'm going to show you this palette by MAC. This is the Warm Times 5 eyeshadow palette. One of my favorites because it has a combination of lighter colors, darker colors, and some mattes and some frost. So we got a bunch of different colors and we have a bunch of different textures as well. I'm going to start with some of these lighter colors, and I'm just going to place a golden brown right on the center of my lid, and that is just going to add a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of gold, and it's just going to be an underlayer for the darker colors. Using the same brush, 217, I'm going to go with a darker color. And I'm going to go with one of these colors. Since I already have a shimmer on my lid, I'm going to go with a matte. It's always good to use your combination of textures. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of that color on my brush. I'm going to go right inside the middle of my lid, and I'm going to go back and forth like a windshield wiper, and that's going to create more of a crease into my eyelid, which is going to create more of that dimension. So this is more of a golden brown. It's a warm brown as opposed to a cool brown. We're going to take a darker color, more of this plum color. This is Sketch, I believe, by MAC. It's got a reddish brown to it, and I'm just going to put that right in the outer corner of my eye using the same brush, and then that just creates more of that smoky look, and I'm just blending onto the lid, blending it into the lighter colors. Alright, so now since we have that on there, I'm going to grab another brush, and this one is the 275 by MAC, and I'm going to use a darker color here. This is a darker brown, and I'm going to start right here, outer corner where my lashes end, and I'm just going to place it on an angle, and that's just going to deepen the colors that I already have to create more of that illusion that my eye recedes more in that outer corner, creating more of a different look. And then we're just going to take a blending brush. I'm taking the MAC 224. Nothing is on this brush. And I'm just going to take and I'm going to blend. And see, I'm going to start with the darker colors and I'm going to blend inward. I'm going to take my 239 MAC brush, smaller head. I'm going to take one of these lighter colors, and I think I'm going to grab this corner color here. And this one is more of a frosted texture because I'm seeing a combination of colors on my eyelids, and I'm just going to go right here in the lower inner corner, and I'm just going to add a little bit more of that lightness to my eye. And by doing the light and the dark, it just will widen the eye, add different depthness to the eye, creating more of a finished smoky eye look. So once we have that on there, I'm gonna grab a lighter color, which is more this color here, and this is a matte finish, and I'm just gonna put that right on my brow bone, and that's just gonna give the eye a nice subtle lift. So right where the arch of your brow is, that's where you add your highlighter. And this one is more of a matte finish, it's not too shimmery. Since I have more of those shimmery colors on my lid, I think it's just enough. I'm gonna take that same color, because it's a matte, and I'm just gonna go right in the inner corner, almost like on the side of my nose, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that lighter powder just to finish it off. And I like to just bring it down a little bit just to clean it up. So there you have the eyeshadows. Next step is liner, and I'm going to start with a pencil. This is the Graph Black MAC eyeliner. This is a twist up and down, which I love because you don't have to sharpen. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the water line of my eye, pull down my eye a little bit. I'm going to go right inside. I'm going to go back and forth, and this is going to create more of that smudged, smoky look. Just back and forth until it gets on there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a back brush that's more of a flat edged, and I'm going to smoke out the lash line. And I'm going to go back to my palette, and this time I'm going to take this pretty color here. This is like a ginger snap color. It's delicious. Don't eat it. I'm going to put that on my brush, tap off the excess color, and I'm just going to go right along the lash line, back and forth, to get some of that soft brown on the lash line. Then we're going to take a 219 brush, and I'm going to take this light color here, and I'm just going to put it right into the tear duct area of the eye, which will open up, brighten up the eye. And now we're going to do the top lash line. Top lashes, today I'm going to use a gel liner. This is Dip Down by MAC. It is a creamy shadow, and I'm going to use a 210 MAC brush. And this is a very skinny brush. It's like a pencil brush. I'm just going to put a little bit on the brush, start in the center of my eyelid. I'm going to place some of that color on there, and then I'm just going to pull out towards the outer corner of my lashes. You are all set for lashes. So I'm going to start with mascara. One of my favorite mascaras is by MAC. It's called False Lashes. I'm going to start with my bottom lashes first, and I'm going to hold my brush vertical, up and down, and I'm going to do my bottom lashes, and I'm just going to go side to side just to coat them lightly. On to lashes. Today what I'm going to use is Ardell lashes. I'm going to pull them off of the tray very, very lightly, and I'm going to place it on top of my lashes just to see if I need to trim. Now, as you can tell, that's ridiculous. Like, seriously. If you ever see me out in public like this, please let me know there's something up with my lash. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to obviously not make it look like this. We're going to trim that outer corner. Way too long for my eye. I know I have big eyes, but my mouth is bigger. I'm just joking. Anyway, I have to just trim the outer corner, and I'm just going to snip off maybe the last 4 lashes. Since I have that, still no glue on the strip, I'm just going to place it back on my eye, make sure that I didn't cut too little or too much. So to me that looks good. And then I'm going to prepare them for glue. But before I do that, I'm going to take the other lash off and I'm going to trim it, and I'm going to place this one on my lid as well. Sometimes our eyes aren't always exactly the same size for lashes, so just go ahead and check it out before you trim that second one. So I'm gonna go and trim that second one. It's about even. My eyes are pretty even. So we got that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the glue. This is the Duo Adhesive glue. I know Mac counters sell this. I think you can also find it at Walgreens and Rite Aid and Duane Reade, and I could go on, but I'm not. You get it, drugstore. It's a surgical adhesive. It's safe for the eyes. It will not burn or sting unless you're allergic to latex. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the strip of my lash. I'm just gonna go back and forth until all the glue is on there. We don't want it to be too goopy because then it won't stick properly to your eyelid. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna look straight into the mirror. We're gonna place it right on top of natural lash, and we're gonna press in gently until it catches the eyelid. And what you can do is you can go in and you can squeeze your natural lash with the false lash so they are aligned properly, nice and tight, so no one can tell you are wearing false lashes. And if they can, who cares? It doesn't matter. You look good. That's the good part. You look good. And that glue will dry clear. Alright, so now that I have my lashes on, they make a huge difference. Look at my eyes. Alright, look at them now. What I'm going to do is, and I didn't do this before with the Graph Black eyeliner, I am going to also do the waterline that is on my upper lid here, right below my lashes, and that will help complete the look with the lashes so there's not any gap. Alright, so we got that on there. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a little bit of my mascara, my false black mascara by MAC. And I'm just going to blend a little bit of my natural lash into the false lashes so you can't tell. And they're just more of a blended look. Your natural lash into the false lashes. If you want to zoom in. Nick, you zooming in? Mm-hmm. You see all the blended look, blended colors. And there you have it. Warm Gingersnap Smokey eye. But to complete it, I'm going to do a little bit of color on the lips so you can see the whole thing once it's done. Little primer on the lips. Seals it in. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a liner. Something neutral today. I think today what I'm going to do is spice. Because that goes with Gingersnap. Ooh, doesn't that sound delicious? Anyway, we're going to do a nice spice lip pencil. I'm going to do a matte lipstick. This one's called Kinda Sexy. Not sexy, kinda. Could also add a little bit of a gloss to it, just to give it more of that shine, which I'm going to do. And there you have it. Thank you for watching Makeup Virtuoso. I hope you liked the warm Gingersnap Smokey eye. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.